I was reminded recently, I'd found this in the book Collectania by Mary Baker Eddy, and she says, in treating a claim, never become discouraged if it reappears, but go to work and keep on treating it each time, and each time it will appear in a milder form until it will finally disappear forever. And I remember gratefully one time having a problem, physical problem, and I thought I was done with it, and then a little bit later it would try to come back on me. And I found that quote, and I thought, boy, what encouragement, what love. And I followed those instructions. And if it seemed to come back again, I would say, okay, you're not going to fool me. You were never true in the first place. God never said it, and I don't have to have it. And I would go through some thoughts from Bicknell Young, in which he says, in every case, in every treatment, you handle three things. One, that it had a material law. It comes under a material law. And to annul that and know that there is only the one law, God's law, of perfection and harmony and health. And then two, cause, that there's some human cause that I had that problem. And no, because God is the only cause and creator, and his cause is pure and good. There can be no other cause from any other source. He's the one and only source and cause. And then finally, three is substance, and to know that, as was spoken tonight in one of the testimonies, that our substance is spiritual. We are not in matter. And if we are spiritual, then how can anything pin itself on us that's not of God? It's impossible. And as I would treat myself in that way, it would get less and less, and it did disappear forever. And in Science and Health, Mrs. Eddy says on page 248, let unselfishness, goodness, mercy, justice, health, holiness, love, the kingdom of heaven reign within us, and sin, disease, and death will diminish until they finally disappear. This has certainly been my experience, and when I focus on these qualities and think about mercy and justice and love and the kingdom of heaven reigning within me, and stop thinking about my problems, then the problems do diminish until they finally disappear. I'm so grateful for dear Mrs. Eddy, her textbook, the life of sacrifice that she lived to give us this wonderful way of life. I'm grateful for those beautiful readings tonight, which really is the prophecy of Mrs. Eddy. She is the woman with the leaven. And we're so grateful to have this truth, to live and to love. And thank you all for your testimonies.